is a difficult experience that we naturally repress from consciousness. In order to enable smooth functioning in the new body, we need to remember the last moments of our lives and
together face the trauma of the last death. Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
Before we get to the point, please recall the first death.
It was just an injury. I just changed my body. My old shell went to the Hall of Fame. It looks pretty good there.
Please start calibration process. Calibration successful. Thank you. Let's go to the memories. It's time to confront them. Proceed to the next stage. The key to synchronization is the ability to put the past into perspective. Please try to do this. Abilities and a career. Have you thought about buying a Synchro Plus program?
Thanks. I can't afford it.
No worries. Common tests work just as well. Please, continue. Chapter in life?
I had no choice. I didn't synchronize with the new shell like I did with my original.
Positive rate threshold is 80%.
Maybe for you. In sports, a fraction of every percent counts.
Excellent. You found a new purpose in life. Finding yourself in a new reality is a huge challenge.
Turns out I have a knack for this job.
Do you miss your job?
You don't even realize.
Let's move on to the last death event. Trauma will not allow us to continue.
I can handle it.
Synchronization is a process, not an act. Try to isolate minor events using all your senses, or stop and extend the recovery period.
No! I'll remember. I'll get it from my memory. Some shine, grease, burn, and...
Excellent.
Seriously? I had a chance to hit it. My gun jammed, even though I cleaned it the day before.
Who did you want to hit?
All I remember is we were on a mission. Me and Seth. Derailed the train. My ears were ringing, and... Fuck! I don't remember.
What about Seth and the one you were chasing? Can you focus on them?
I'll try.
blame yourself for what happened to him?
We got a lousy job. He knew the risks. But I was his partner. He relied on me.
Unstable simulation. We'd better stop for today. All right?
Now? When do I get a chance to pass the damn test? I won't let this go. I can't. I'll finish it, and I'll be back where I belong.
Attention. Dynamic element detected. James, it's dangerous. It could be projection, not recollection.
What projections? This is my fucking window.
We recommend staying home. Your mental state is very strained and you need time to recuperate.
How long until I'm back to work?
From 9 to 12 months. Estimates may change.
Fuck! Sarah, I fucked up. I don't know how to say this, but I think I'm admitting guilt.
What happened? Is everything all right? What have you done?
I can't do anything. I have no chance to go back.
James.
No. I'll finish the case. I won't leave it like this, but I won't drag you down with me. I'm sorry for earlier. I'll cover all traces. I can't drag everyone down all the time. I didn't deserve it.
Whew. Wow, that's very kind of you.
Excuse me?
You're such a drama queen sometimes. What did you think, I'd leave it like that? I'll leave you with it? I have a few leads to discuss.
Really?
You think you're the only person in this town who wants to know what's going on?
Let's get busy then.
Where do we start?
Since the Zeppelin crashing into the building right after Green's death is more than just a lucky break.
Lucky?
For us. Definitely not for them. You know exactly what I mean. Let's start with the connection between the Green case and the Icarus shooting.
I still don't know how he encrypted the Icarite. Why do something like that?
To avoid answers when your corpse turns up in an inconvenient situation.
Motherfuckers. I still can't believe it.
At least their plans will take a while longer. Chief's errand boy.
I wonder how big his stable was.
Was the toxicology of the rest clean?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but it was normal for this social class.
Burned to a crisp.
Was that laughter?
No. damn snake again.
It looks fresh this time. Probably made on the day of the massacre.
Famous psychologist, back in the circle of suspects.
More on the periphery.
You've identified him. Great.
Yeah, it's a developer named Travis Collette.
Travis Collette.
Bonjour, Travis. Travis Collette. Travis Collette.
James!
Sorry. So the watch with a photo wasn't evidence of a friendly quarrel between Kovalev and Green?
They were obviously very close.
That tell you something?
Shit. Too many copper phase conductors with polyvinyl insulation.
What?
I really don't know. Only the date on Green's tree was carved long ago. The one on the safe was done yesterday.
Sarah, they must mean something. Sarah, do you have access to the CTC registers?
Just checked. Kovalev Zeekerite never made it there. Which means that this is another...
This is another final death. They both left this world, and they left behind quite a mess.
Do you think they managed to carry out the plan from Green's letter?
All we know is they gave their lives for it.
Could anyone here know Green and Kovalev were up to something?
Damned good question. Let's check. She might have known something.
Would Kovalev have let her go then?
She could pull strings.
All the more reason for Kovalev to take her down, right?
Mixing game metaphors?
Hey, people say that.
Never mind. You're right. Despite what we saw in the Icarus reconstruction, Phalanx really does have quite a rep.
trusted man. He must have known about Green's death.
Just what was he looking for here? Sarah, this guy also built Green's building, right?
Built it? I mean, he added more floors to it. I don't think anyone builds buildings from scratch.
They still did that in my day. Let's follow this.
So Dean was buying the blueprints for Green's apartment from Colette. And Colette didn't know about Green's death. And that order not to board Icarus. You think Dean was following the chief's orders?
Sorry to say, but it looks like our old bastard is deep in someone's pocket.
But what did he really want? What did he need the plans for?
Your questions keep getting better. We missed something at Green's. Something damn important.
As long as everyone's focused on the riot now, the apartment should be empty.
Great. Let's finish what we started.
Diagnostics complete. Repair cost and fine, $938.
Oh, fuck you. And don't wait for me with dinner. I'm late. After our little nightly talk, I knew I wasn't alone in all this. Sarah may have been only a voice in my earpiece, but it was a voice of integrity and reason, which was what I needed at times, and which could be switched off at other times, and unlike other such voices, without grabbing a bottle.
James, should I send you a sleeping bag? Get a move on. Turn on the camera. Stand back. The Fed secured the entrance.
Could you?
I'm on it.
You get excited when you do something illegal.
I'm in rehab, so don't tempt me.
I'd like to see your file.
I erased it. Good luck with that.
I have my ways.
Ready.
Everything ends where it begins.
You watch too many movies. So what are we looking for?
A red X.
Okay. Any ideas?
Safe? Did they just clean it out?
Are you sure it's this safe?
If there was anything here, the Feds got it.
I'm sorry.
We missed this one. Can you at least check what they took?
Probably. Okay. I'm convinced. Are we getting out of here?
Wait.
James?
It's not about the safe.
You just said the complete opposite.
I changed my mind.
They took everything out. What do you want us to do? X-ray it?
Great idea.
Why am I saying anything?
See? Cables lead somewhere.
Probably to the washing machine.
Over. There's some interference. Can you repeat?
Hello?
Yes?
The storm's coming. The electronics are freaking out.
Where do they lead?
What? What? To the electricity. Ugh, never mind.
Why such a large generator for such a small safe?
This isn't a generator.
You sound like an expert.
I was helping my cousin repair pneumatics like this. Tech from a mortal era. Rich people love automated shit in their homes. We still don't know what this device is for. Just keep looking. This box could lift several tons.
Maybe it's pumping gel into the roots. Although, it doesn't look connected. The wall is a meter from the safe. It doesn't make sense.
Maybe we're missing something. Safe?
I'll lock him up.
You're asking my opinion?
What now?
Bingo! The first rich dude's secret wall safe of my career.
You should be a thief.
I'm building my resume.
Nice to see it develop.
Hey, fuck you. This is my idea. Don't push it. James, what is happening?
Sarah? Oh, fuck. So Green at a private dungeon. And perhaps it holds his stamp collection. Another victim. Just more questions. Brian Theodore Coven. What are you doing here? If it wasn't for his donations, orphanages in the city would disappear. Formal dress. A meeting? With a murderer? With Green? Let's check where you came from, Coven.
Are you there?
Sarah?
James, I thought you had joined the noble ranks of the dead.
How do you... here.
Well, I have bad news. You're late for the party.
This reminds me of something. I saw one just like it in the safe. Only degenerates can afford to endure prohibition with dignity. I knew a guy who raised money for a movie over 2 shells. She didn't like it and started adding conditions. You can't show it like that. The kiss is too long. Costumes like this aren't appropriate for kids. Boy ended up hanging himself. But she censored articles about it and nobody found out. Senator? Here?
Everyone pays for success. Few can really afford it.
Masks can be symbolic. Maybe members have to earn them. Quell the masses. Oh, nice. They even think about us after hours.
Well, their plans will have to wait.
She knew what was going on.
And she took part anyway.
Interesting.
This notebook is worth a fortune.
Then why did you leave him?
And thus, conspiracy theories are born. Cold-blooded murder.
We'll see.
Does it look like something else?
It looks like a piece of the puzzle. One that'll fit when it's time. Glass? A lot of shrapnel? Where did it come from? I'll get back to that.
See? You dressed inappropriately. It was a theme party.
So she was over here. No, fuck it. I'd better start from the beginning. Another crime scene, another bar. Clearly, booze is as deadly as they say. Crushed by a chandelier. Fancy way to go.
Perfect for the upper class.
The governor. Sans pants. Prestigious guest list. Chris Everson. Even my idiot neighbor has a bumper sticker. Wonder what he thinks about him in the law now. Anna Turner. Used to be a sports writer. We had some interesting interviews when my team was winning. Then she got into politics and became editor of the whole paper. You had your last deadline. He was standing under it. I'll pick him up and find out who it is. Maybe I can lift the chandelier. Stairs must have damaged the wires. Okay. Why did he fall? And where's the killer? Shot. Needs a closer look. Screens. Make that God. There's no movie studio that doesn't kiss his ring. Maybe a little lower.
He influences more people than you think.
Everybody lies.
They learn to live a lie.
Deserve your mask. Maybe you actually wore it every day. Chris Everson can sell his own mother for votes.
There was a scandal that he used his mother's illness in the campaign.
Where's the damn killer? How did they die?
Losing your nerve?
Never mind. He was standing here before the chandelier fell on his head. Adam Cadis. Why am I not surprised to see you? Debauchery is your specialty. Who brings a gun to a fancy party?
Fucking lack of culture.
8mm. Were you sitting here with a loaded gun?
Think twice before inviting a paranoia case.
The shootout started. You probably didn't consider that. You didn't shoot that fucking thing down on your own head.
Are you sure?
He shot the killer. Was that... How are you feeling?
Better every minute.
He aimed toward the piano. Blagojevich, journalistic scum. Weird. The trail ends here. Lots of glass under your feet and nothing around. The killer had plenty of time to cover all traces. Like you got hit by a truck. Why so much glass?
Any complaints?
Fuck no. Glass, you, blood. Every piece brings me closer to you.
What if he hated himself and helped create a world where everyone hated each other?
Why are you keeping this company? I'm asking the questions this time. Sorry it's too late. As if he flew over the barrier? It's not everything. Gotta be more. Blagojevich. What do they have to pay him to take all the public's hate? So that was his spot. Government critic sitting with a propagandist. Yeah, burn it all down. Government critic sitting with a propagandist. Yeah, burn it all down. Shoe print. Maybe he ran? Where was the killer? I still don't know what this asshole was doing. Did you run away? Why in this direction? Doesn't make sense. Rich for my blood. A broken bottle? Did you chase the guy with it? I can respect that. Where were you sitting? Maybe the glass shards will show me. Bingo. So you were sitting here. You attacked, even though bullets were flying everywhere. What made you do that? That's where you were hiding. Fucking wiring. You've had your chance. No need to run across the middle of it all.
Well, better to do something than nothing at all in a situation like that. Although, as you can see, this is no guarantee of success.
And he was done running. He fell limply. Maybe he died in flight. Yet something or someone stopped him. He shot at Blagojevich. Low. Maybe Blagojevich saw Cadis and liked both their odds better. Did you feel a cold sweat on your back?
It would take more than that.
Right. You were lucky with that chandelier shot anyway. Did you do this?
Someone's being paranoid here. It's just fucking wiring.
Which gets in the way of my work. Need more light.
Who's Sarah?
What?
You mumbled her name when you were lying on the ground.
Don't know. I was delirious.
Misery loves company, especially in the Force. Is she your liaison?
I'm off duty.
Right.
You? Here? Rachel would be disappointed. But I'm not too surprised. Recording console. I wonder what it turns on. Zilch. The sensors could automatically cut off power when a fire was detected. Can it be turned on somehow? I should find a fuse. High voltage. Must be powering something big. Now, let's see what happens when we connect this contraption. Couldn't he just keep his skeletons in the regular closet like the rest of us? When you're left with no desires except to kill, then it's high time to die indeed. Now I know where the damn glass came from. I thought nothing could surprise me today. Are these the ones I saw in holograms? Let's start with the photos. Maybe when they're incognito, it's easier for them to open up to sensations. Pretty much everyone here knows each other. Same weapon? Yeah, 9mm. And empty. You were shooting blindly at Cadus. Senator Patricia Terrence. Oh, this is rich. They've been trying to make her out to be a terrorist for decades because she wanted to change the world. It turns out that they're all on one payroll. The wound looks burnt. Someone was shooting at close range. Blood trail. And anything else? It's time for pictures of your friend. I don't know you. They slaughtered him and bled him for fun. Is it an Icarite? No. It's impossible. It must be some kind of imitation.
Are you sure?
How did it all start? Was she the one who murdered him? Let's start with who the hell that guy is.
You know that by solving this case, you're helping cover it up.
Aren't you tired of these games? What's your point?
I want to help you.
Sure, because you're such a noble guy, right?
On Icarus, you stood on the right side. I thought you might be worth the risk.
How fucking kind of you. Drake Starr. I thought he was using a different body. The actor and the senator's husband. They've always been inseparable. He looks like a victim, but I wouldn't go all in on that.
There can be ecstasy in death.
It's, an expensive fetish. .9mm, same assailant. Looks like the victim bled out before he got shot. Maybe the killer lost his shit. Lots of moving targets. He had to be in a rush. He could have left additional bullet marks. That kind of trail could help me figure out where he was firing from.
Want one for the living room?
I'm not sure it matches my couch. Going straight through. Another casualty of your sick shit.
Imitation made from Eco Marble.
I admire all forms of art, especially when it helps to establish a shooting position. Who are you?
Aspiring liaison. How am I doing? Am I as good as that Sarah of yours?
Suddenly a shooter appears and takes out our star. Looks like he almost bled out before you shot him.
Are you suggesting there was more than one killer?
Unlike the rest, this one was murdered voluntarily. However fucked up that sounds. Blood types.
Presumably, the senator had a pleasurable time with Drake.
Before you got her, she was bleeding like hell. Senator used them as a shield. She gets hit and plays dead. Smart move. Escape? ritual toy. Sharp. Senator must have held it. Drake's blood. And maybe yours too.
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
She was always ready to fight. That's why people believed in her. Waiting for her moment? Drake had type O negative blood. This is a different type. She surprised you? Lead and burned skin. They had to struggle, but he had the upper hand. A 9mm beats a piece of steel. She crawled away. Didn't you notice? Something else get your attention? Almost gets you.
I guess you're on her side.
I can tell you that if she got you, she'd have my vote. Broken ribs. You crushed her when you fell on her, and she still didn't give up.
You underestimate me.
At least I understand the low position you shot Blagojevich from. And remember, Kata shot in this direction. Good to know that not everything goes your way.
It's going great. Trust me.
So you scurried away like a cockroach. A bullet from a revolver. Probably Cadis's. I wonder how that got here. They almost got you. You had to find a way. And you did. Real fancy. Fuck.
Don't underestimate me.
I wouldn't dare. How long have you been planning to kill that chandelier? Lucky. But respect where it's due. Also a really good shot. You made it. But I'd like to see your face after that. Your real face. Covered in blood and drool, twisted in fear.
Think it was any different than yours when you came in here?
You're always watching me, aren't you? Monitoring? You watching me with cameras? The holograms. Somehow they were recorded. These holograms must be stored somewhere. There must be some tapes here. Where? I'm getting the picture. It's not about sex.
About what, then?
About culture, obviously. Fuck. Not now. It's so close. comes with a pocket Hades, a frozen hell where people pay the price for the gods' eternal hangover.
Does it look familiar?
Like documents from the CTC, but the certificate is missing. This body. It should belong to an actor with his throat slit. Same as on the table at Green's. He was here. Icarite transmitter.
You want to try it out?
Fuck you. I'm not like them. The youngest bodies possible. No certificates. Right in this one? Age 21. Some unknown kid.
The former owner of the stabbed body.
They're all at the first subscription age. If they didn't pay it, they could lose their bodies. But Icarites... why isn't anyone looking for them?
Orphanages. That's why Green and Coven funded them so generously. Only until they turned 21, of course.
Motherfuckers. Green was probably using the recordings for blackmail.
No matter how much evil was around, Green would still grab them by the balls.
Better focus on you. You have your 5 fucking minutes of fame.
I warn you that I may disappoint you.
Wait, what? This is Green. Senator. Attacking his back.
He's the one killing them all. It doesn't make sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Did you force him to do it?
How the fuck did you do that? What did you have on him?
That's your job. I don't want to get overly involved. I'm not your cheap little slug secretary, Sarah Kai.
What? How the fuck did you get her full name?
Did you think you're the only one I spend time with?
Sarah? You there? Fuck. I restored the power. That should work. If you do anything to her, I'll find you and take you apart piece by piece.
Don't keep me waiting. their souls in rotting bodies?
Fuck you.
Or will you let them return to Olympus like nothing happened?
What did you do to her? This much gel could blow up the Senate.
You can punish them.
I will find you.
Do you think anyone will find them here?
If I shut them in here,
Yes.
and the victims?
Maybe they want revenge.
What kind of sick game is this?
Or leave the door open. Your friends will find everything, and it'll blow over in a week.
The silence in my earpiece was even more overwhelming than my own stupidity. When I was gallivanting in hell, the murderer emerged from there to get Sarah. Could I let myself be tricked like this? She lived, I would say below poverty line. If not for the fact that I've crossed the poverty line 100 levels up. Somehow I have to find her. A bar here. Focus, James. Sarah needs electricity. Lots of it. These converters look new. Let's see. Stop complaining about my apartment. Broken cables for sure won't lead me to her. These cables come out of the converter. Sarah, where are you? Stench of the slums. How can you live here? It doesn't seem connected to the net. Damn it. The electric current powers up the antenna. Must be operational. Sarah needs to communicate somehow. I need to get a closer look. murderer wanted to pull me into a maze, get me drunk with fear. But I had nothing to lose, and had been drunk already for a week. What is this place?
Thought I'd be an easy target.
Give it up! You're trapped!
Funny. You're the one bleeding.
How did you find her?
Drop your weapon and I'll let you live.
Where is she? Talk!
Drop your weapon and get out. I'm counting to 3. 1.
Let's settle this one-on-one! What the?
You'll be completely fucked for killing an officer's body. You cunt.
Shit. Sarah?
I'd love to see the look on the commander's face trying to explain our corpses in the slums.
I wouldn't be called on the carpet for once. I'd be buried under it.
Fortunately, in this body, it's hard to blow someone's head off. Did you get the shakes, too?
I had a slight desynchro.
Sunken face, bloodshot eyes like a junkie. James, you know how strung out you look?
Me? You looked in the mirror lately?
How'd you find me?
You know I'm a detective, right?
I didn't think anyone would bother trying to find me. Ow, 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 ow. Stay still. Why did you come here?
When we lost contact, I thought he got you.
So that's why you busted in here like a psycho on a hunch?
A little more than a hunch.
Meaning?
I have some questions, too. One, actually. You should be in your first shell. The comfortable and efficient one. What the hell have you gotten yourself into? And you're smoking, too. Someone's fallen into bad company.
His body must have been through half a century of addiction. It'll drop dead before I get used to it.
So, are you going to tell me where you got it?
My family thinks I'm away. I got the best synthesizer, remote work equipment. I didn't have to explain myself to anyone. And then fucking James Kara had to waltz in here and ruin everything.
I'm good at that. So what have you gotten yourself into?
It's a long story and complicated.
Good thing I'm a professional at complicated stories. Talk.
I didn't want to, but I had no choice. I did something sketchy, but otherwise...
It's all right. You can trust me.
Okay. I rented my body on the black market.
You, the body department liaison.
Oh, look who's holier than fuck.
What fucking emotions management issues?
Acid rains ravaging our planet will not cause the extinction of the flora. The new project involves collecting bulbs and seeds and temporarily creating holographic facsimiles of all plants. The real, most exquisite specimens of flora will still be on display in the roof sections of the living museums. 7, bioresurrection. Scientists have painstakingly developed a formula of plant nutrients, which can resurrect any plant, even with the smallest amount of sunlight. Soon, living museums will bloom again.
We care about the environment as much as we care about the development and availability of Icarite technology. And so, as your president, I promise you this. On Mother Earth Day, April 22nd, 2088, we will reconstruct every plant down in museums right here on Liberty Island. I give you my word as president. The symbol of America will grow among proud trees. I see the future, and I give you my word, our future is green.
Two living museums. In response to the continuing needs of the populace, the government has taken steps to save our planet's natural heritage. Selected rural nature parks will become living museums. They will become a refuge for all endangered species of fauna and flora.
What are these figurines?
They're memories. I've read that after an Icarite transplant, especially an illegal one, some can be lost. That one's the most valuable. One night, when the acid rain was bad, Taylor and I hid upstairs before you came in. Back then, it was just a 2 by 3 foot hole that ended in a wall of rubble. Instead of sitting in the cold with her teeth chattering like any normal person, Taylor started fiddling with the flashlight. And then something flashed in the pile of rubble, so we started digging. And we dug until we unearthed this Statue of Liberty figurine. It was beaten up, but pretty valuable. And we fenced it right away. And we came back here hoping to find more.
Taylor.
The greatest treasure in this book. We found out there used to be a museum here. So we dug more. Day after day, till our hands were bloody. For normal people, tortured in misery, desperation, but for Taylor, we were adventurers. On a fucking treasure hunt. We glued, fixed, and sold everything we found. Could you believe we excavated this whole place like a pair of underage slum archaeologists?
Must have taken a while.
Almost 5 years, but it was our livelihood. We were dirt poor, surrounded by dirt. But we felt rich. At least until Taylor tricked me. 8 years ago, give or take a few days. when I turned 21. Her subscription. And Taylor paid for it for me. She did it behind my fucking back.
Missing.
After a month, her subscription expired. We were broke. There was no one to help. She wound up in the bank. Her body malfunctioned. And that's why I have to get her out. No matter what it takes. You get it now?
Oh, fuck! Damn it. Got any ambrosia anywhere? Anything higher octane?
I'll pour us something. Or you can also help yourself to ambrosia in the bedroom.
Tests. Beginning of the month. Remember it. This is older than me.
James, aren't you afraid your memories will eventually fade away?
I don't dwell on that. I've had plenty on my mind.
Right.
Have you read Chicken of Justice?
There is no way you know this.
The last of his kind. He could give up, but he fights for a better world for the rest of us. A true hero.
Oh, I don't believe it. My brother Dario was crazy about him.
Did Dario also write riddles? There was one on the back of the book.
Yes! The Chicken of Justice could only be summoned by solving one.
This one room, the bedroom, is totally secure.
It's a slum, but I gotta be able to close my eyes sometimes. It's possible to break in there with enough effort, but I'd have time to be awake. and ready.
Well, not so easy with me, right?
Would you rather end up reconstructing the Icarite?
Yeah, they probably wouldn't bother trying to save me at this point. In the middle of the room was a bunch of files with names.
Can't you respect anyone else's privacy? I said none of the siblings knew. If something went wrong, I prepared myself for it.
But what's one have to do with the other?
I sorted things out for them and left a will that made it clear I believed Taylor and I would be in heaven at the bank.
So you're just lying to them?
Didn't you hear what I said? I do it for them.
Yeah, I heard. What if Taylor left you the same kind of will?
It's not the same.
Why not let them choose?
I don't know, honestly. How much easier would it be if we just died?
I wouldn't say it's easier. It's different. Trust me.
Why do I always do this? Sorry. Sometimes I think that might be better. We get our time here and we can use it, and then, even if there was no after, maybe here and now matter more.
I hope this isn't a tough question. Sarah, how are Max, Dario, and Peter now?
I wasn't talking...
I saw the name on the cabinets. Did they...
Don't worry, they're all alive and doing pretty well. They rented a legal apartment, floor 40. They have better air than here. Bodies wear out slower.
So how did a slum girl get this job?
Maybe you got yours. I had to work for it.
Points for determination. Must not have been easy for you.
Fortunate combo. I had insomnia and hated wasting my time. I guess that's how I managed to pass all the exams.
Did our department come for Taylor?
Yes.
So why...
Did I join you? Maybe I wanted to take control? Of some sort. I decided I was never going to be powerless like that again. I'm just a liaison, but I already know when and where they move.
Do you know who it was? Which one of us came for Taylor?
It was hard to resist the temptation to check it out.
Want to get some revenge?
He was so ordinary. A regular agent. To really get justice, I'd have to get revenge on this whole sick fucking system.
Then how about we get revenge on this whole sick fucking system?
Like that's possible.
We created this system. Or at least let it become a reality.
Speak for yourself. I'm a newborn, remember?
What are we drinking to?
Well, you're the expert. Sit down and make a toast.
Bottoms up. Past. Now it slips through your fucking fingers like sand.
And to your optimism, your most charming trait.
What are you renting the body for?
Surrogate. For some rich broad. A good one, I hope.
Sarah, please tell me it's not Jane Salma. I found her file.
Calm down. I checked her. I got to her. She had a similar case before, and they couldn't prove anything, even with plenty of evidence.
Damn it.
The arrangement came from me. She had the dough, I had the body with the right biological conditions, plus I could cover for her. That's why I know she's not a suspect.
Okay. I'll trust you. At least I'll try.
Much appreciated.
All right. So you rented your body. Where did you get this one?
Salma said it was recycled. Give one to me.
No. A recycled body? After what I've seen, that's hard to swallow. Must have put someone on ice for you to get it.
No. Somebody bought a new body, and no one wanted this one.
We can scan the shell and check.
There's no need, really. Let's not.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? You need to see the big picture of what you've gotten yourself into.
James, I have nightmares. Every single fucking night. I see her in them.
Welcome to the club.
Every morning, I wake up from them and Taylor can't. And it haunts me. What if she's trapped there in an endless nightmare?
They're your nightmares, not hers. You're projecting your fears, but they don't exist. And you have to deal with them.
James, I have to save her. Fuck! You understand?
You know my deal. No one stays on the right path forever. But maybe it's worth fighting to stay on it while you can. Otherwise you're left with nothing. Trust me. No.
Guess I didn't expect words like that out of you.
Maybe you should stop before it's too late.
Yeah? Just let her rot in the bank? After what she gave for me?
A few years is a lot to you. But you have eternity to pull her out. Keep going like this, and you might never get the chance to spring her.
Fuck off.
Hey, I piss everyone off. I'm honest. Still, you can count on me. Press your finger.
I can.
Sarah, we need to start investigating.
Just a minute. Not so fast. One more question. A basic one.
Yeah,
Why don't you tell me why you stormed in here like a lunatic?
I told you. I thought you were in danger.
Based on what? Did something happen when we lost contact?
Can you fire up the board here?
No.
Do it the old way, then. In the meantime, I'll summarize the Red Room for you.
The Red Room?
It's a piece of fucked up history. Better buckle up.
I can't believe all this evidence. You were right. Not what I meant. But the murderer was behind everything from the beginning. Did he take over his body?
Strong assumption. We better go one step at a time.
Now? You're going to get skeptical now?
I just want to sort it out.
Okay. Where do we start? James, I managed to get what was in Green's safe. There were recordings of his synchro tests and a ton of private notes. It's pretty unusual.
Upload. His own transfer machine. I can't even get my shit together after 3.
This explains his problems. They were his own doing. I learned this was the plan for the next 100 years. Numerous attempts to save what we have in this system.
And our system isn't perfect? At least for them.
It turns out not to be the case. Apparently, every prediction ended in disaster. Why didn't we have access to these recordings?
They were in the Red Room.
I'll try to get to them.
How did you describe it? That you're losing control of yourself?
Mm-hmm.
It's a kind of consciousness erosion. We'll increase the dose of ambrosia and the amount of synchro tests. It should help.
I need something better.
We don't have anything else yet. I'm working on it.
It's one big joke. Selma sounds familiar, don't you think?
Shit. I thought she was gonna get herself a synthesizer. Oh, haven't heard that before. Good to know you still have feelings for them. I'm getting used to the big names of the corpses at our feet. What are they doing there? Apart from the obvious.
Together they worked on how to calm the riots, how to use the Fourth Estate. Who knows if they would have failed.
Dickheads. Lots of familiar faces, but compared to Green, they're small fry.
It's their mouth that spits out lies that millions eat up.
I still don't get that part of the story. When I think that they really use the...
At least the motherfucker's dead.
Everyone like him deserved it. Both died on dates shown on the symbols.
The problem is the Green's date of death was carved long ago. Could this be desynchro?
Maybe there is something that has a negative effect, like synchro tests, only in reverse. There may be no evidence that they made a transfer of consciousness at the time of the incident, but his behavior...
I know, it's damn suspicious. Let's just put it together piece by piece.
Okay, let's assume that this was his motive. What's next? Telling me these are the only people who can deal with the chaos in this city?
Am I? No. But I think that's what Green is trying to tell us.
Do you buy it?
Well, this motherfucker knew corruption and power like no one else. Okay, whether it was Green's will or someone else was pulling the strings, why did Green have to die?
I see at least three possibilities.
Can you be more specific, Miss Detective?
I'm throwing them in. Maybe there is something that has a negative effect, like synchro tests, only in reverse. have to be the only one like that. Since the most influential players are more or less dead, their seats are up for grabs. The whole thing may simply have been about tearing the city apart. Once the king is knocked down, the game's usually over.
Someone's getting better at game metaphors.
More than 300 years of accumulated power and plotting.
No one else could bear it.
Green was the last person who could stop the spreading chaos.
I wonder if his death was a crime of passion, or if it was planned.
Does it take to set up something like that?
I don't know, but we need to figure out who's pulling the strings in all of this.
And you? Why'd you become a cop?
Always had a thing for crime mysteries, so...
Sure, who doesn't? Is that all?
Well, I guess I had some ideals, too. I believed in justice, and shit like that.
But you don't anymore?
Come on, grow up. Who asks questions like that? Especially after all the shit we've seen. Okay, let's try to draw some conclusions.
Honestly, I see two main possibilities. Or we're just seeing a small part of a bigger plan by someone who's always 2 steps ahead of us. Or Green's plan played out with Kovalev's help.
How do you figure?
Fuck, I don't know. He has access to some advanced tech. He managed to make contact with you in the Red Room. He knew everything that happened. Like he was in Green's head. I thought Green just committed suicide, but now I'm having a tough time buying that. Sorry, I've got a lot of thoughts. What do you think? Who's behind all this? Murderer or Green?
The more important the decision, the less certain, huh?
We're out of time for mistakes.
He's a murderer. Green's death wouldn't make sense. He must have been influencing for a long time until he finally got him to shoot the other deviants. Damn influential deviants. He took another harvest on Icarus.
And if he's aiming to paralyze the city, to create chaos, so what's his next step?
The motherfucker leaves no trace. The trail's cold.
Why haven't we heard of him before? He's a pro, after all.
Criminals are still in their learning curve when they do their first crimes. They leave more traces behind.
I'll check similar poisoning cases in recent years.
No, poison may have been removed from reports. Check the final death.
Oh, I think I have something. 2 weeks. No, shit. I was wrong. Forget it.
Sarah, rewind.
No, you can't touch your own case, or reconstruct it, or explain it. You can't defend yourself.
I'm the only one who can.
Oh, the fucking savior of the world. Can't you let go just this once?
You know the answer.
Damn you. Okay,
Hang on.
I have to...
One shouldn't be so easy to spot.
Ah, thanks. Looking in the mirror at yourself, sometimes the scariest thing imaginable. But it was time to face myself on my own, without dragging anyone else down.
Dude, are you there? Hello? This guy looks shady and he's connected. Oh, this guy's... Wait for me, we'll get it sorted together.
Seth?
Who else, genius? The voice of your conscience?
You're not really here. You're just a cocktail of desynchro and memories with a garnish of drama.
Dude, you really don't get it. Don't do anything or you'll do something stupid. I just entered the initials and Hestia asked, am I satisfied with my work? They're calling from the top about it. This will end worse than usual.
I'll lean on him and get something. I'll find out what happened.
Fine. But what if you don't?
I will.